Woody, a tough week coming up for your under-18s. Two important games as your side will look to top the table before you head into Merit League One. So how important is this upcoming week?
Yeah, so tomorrow's game against Portsmouth is one of our biggest games of the season in our league campaign. We have to win tomorrow to take it to the final game on Saturday against Plymouth. We're 5 points behind with 2 games in hand. The players are looking forward to it. They're back in today. They're buzzing. Everyone's competitive again. We're looking forward to the fixture. We'll see what we can do tomorrow, but the boys will know that they have to get 3 points tomorrow to keep the league title still up for grabs.
Obviously, Merit One League is going to be really important for the boys, but hoping to clinch that title if you can.
Yeah, it's been a goal of the players from the start of the season to try and be successful in the league and cup competitions. Unfortunately, we lost to Portsmouth on penalties in the League Cup semi-final. We're still with a chance of winning the Youth Alliance League with 2 victories. That will get us to the top. And we're still in the FA Youth Cup. So in terms of being competitive and setting our goals at the start of the year for the players, and the players being involved in that as well, we're sort of on track and / overachieving in some of them campaigns.
Before we look ahead to tomorrow, we talk about your previous game against Bristol Rovers. It wasn't the prettiest performance, but the boys did get the job done.
Yeah, 3 goals is the most we've conceded in a game this season. We try and pride ourselves on clean sheets. That obviously didn't happen on Tuesday against Bristol. To be fair to them, they really did play well on the day. They caused us some problems. We look to make some changes as well to make sure everybody's got minutes and make sure everyone's fresh and able to play week in, week out. So with that in mind, we'll learn from them 3 goals and thankfully we managed to get the result in the end on the day. Late goal from Botan, which was pleasing for us. We've not been sort of level or behind in many games, and that tests the character in a different way. So it was good and pleasing to get the win, which keeps everything going to the last 2 games this week. And then we'll just look forward to the game tomorrow to try and obviously concede less goals first and foremost and try and be an attacking threat going forward where we can.
Obviously, your side don't concede too many goals and you don't find yourselves behind too often, but does that give you an opportunity to see more character from your players as well in those opportunities?
Yeah, we're always looking at those moments and always learning as a group of coaches and players that in their moments where it's challenging and it's tough, can we see characters? Do we still try and do the right things, pass the ball through the lines, wide rotations, and look to really threaten and stress and stretch their back line and score goals? But when we concede and we sort of go behind or go level, it tests the boys a little bit more to do the right things under pressure at the right times. And in that game against Bristol, we managed to get ahead late on, and then we saw the game out really well. So although we conceded a few on the day, we'll learn from that. Hopefully we'll be more solid defensively tomorrow, which we have been in most of our games this year, and hopefully we're good with the ball going forward.
Talking of important characters for your side, you were without Sonny Hart for that game against Bristol Rovers. Probably a player that's been really influential at the centre of defence for a lot of your games so far this season. I'm sure you'll be boosted with him tomorrow, and anybody else that you can tell us that you'll be back with tomorrow.
Yeah, so Sonny will come back into the squad. You can see when he's not there, the influence he has on the boys as a leader, as a voice. Defensively very solid, organises a back line well, and has a real good character on the pitch. At stages in the game against Bristol Rovers, we did miss him. We spoke about that as a group and making sure that we've got more characters like that on the pitch. So it'd be pleasing to have him back in the game tomorrow, alongside everybody else who's still fit and fresh and raring to go. And we'll look forward to hopefully trying to keep a clean sheet first and foremost tomorrow, and then get the win that we need.
With plenty of competition for places, how are the boys looking ahead of tomorrow and how's training been?
Training was good today. Back up at Beversbrook with the first team, so working closely together, all on the same site. Everybody that was available for selection against Plymouth on Friday is still available tomorrow for the game. Everybody's just now looking forward to finishing off the season. The sort of Plymouth game has been cancelled a couple of times, and we've been hanging on and waiting for this Portsmouth game tomorrow. So we're looking forward to trying to get these 2 games finished this week. Look forward to the Merit League 1 the following week on the 24th, and then our FA Youth Cup game against Bristol City on the 7th of March.
As you've mentioned, Portsmouth, a team that you've faced earlier in the season, and the boys really up for this game. A team that can cause some damage as well. So what do you know about them?
Yeah, a good side. This season we haven't beaten Portsmouth in the league or cup, so hopefully we can sort of change that tomorrow. They've got some good players. They've got a certain style of play that we know that we've got to compete against. We know we've got to pass the ball better than we have done in the 2 games that we've played away at their 3G. Make sure that we compete with them in the middle of the pitch, and then hopefully our quality and the way we've been playing of late, especially since Christmas and in the FA Youth Cup games, hopefully we can replicate that performance. And I'm sure if we do that and match their physicality within the game, I'm sure we'll get a positive result.
Well, as you've mentioned, this game's to keep you in that title race, and the Corinium Stadium's becoming a bit of a fortress for the boys at the moment. They're enjoying playing there.
Yeah, we love playing at Siren. It's only down the road. It guarantees the fixture in terms of the bad weather that we've had. A lot of waterlogged pitches, a lot of games are getting cancelled. With our games that we have to catch up this week, we know that we can guarantee the game there. So that's why we've put the game at the Corinium. We look forward to it. We like the playing surface. Hopefully, with the game guaranteed on, then we can take it forward to the final game at Plymouth on Saturday.
So 2 really important fixtures, and the boys will really go for these next 2 now to finish strong before they head into Merit 1 League.
Yeah, it's been a long sort of period since Christmas. We've had a lot of games to catch up on in the league. We've had the FA Youth Cup games as well. So it's been a tough period, challenging period physically for everybody. We've managed to keep everyone fit, involve everyone in the games. Now we'll look at trying to be competitive in these last 2 fixtures. We want to try and take the game to Portsmouth tomorrow, get a good result, and then travel to Plymouth with something on the game rather than travelling all that way for the last game of the season with nothing on it. So the boys know what they need to do. They've set their goals at the start of the year, and now we're in a position with the last sort of week and last 2 games to go and give it a right good go.
2 Youth Alliance games to go, but you've got a really important FA Youth Cup fixture coming up. I wanted to touch on that because it's now been announced that it will be at Ashton Gate, and we will be able to take fans to support the under-18s on that game. A massive opportunity for the boys to play in front of some home crowd, or some fans travelling to the stadium as well.
Yeah, we're obviously ecstatic that the game's being played at the stadium. That gives our supporters the opportunity to just pop down the road and get behind the boys. We're massively looking forward to as many supporters getting to the game as possible. I know SAS Travel are putting on a coach where possible, and hopefully there's a fair few fans that do get behind the boys. I know that they really appreciated the support against Man United at home. We've got another opportunity now for them to get behind our lads. There's an away following. It'd be a great experience for the boys to play in front of a large away following, and hopefully all of our local supporters can get behind the boys on the day.
And just lastly, I wanted to touch on one of your staff moving on to pastures new. Travis Woods moved on. How important has his influence been with how good Redmond Evans has been this season, and you look towards a new goalkeeper coach now?
Yeah, Trav's been brilliant for Redmond. Massive part of our whole coaching team and programme and development that we put in place, with Redmond being part of the leadership group this year. His day-to-day work has been excellent. He works really, really hard. He's earned his opportunity to go to another club. We'll miss him. He was a big part of our programme. So hopefully he does well there, and we look forward to seeing if we can replace him with someone of such good quality and good coaching skills as what Trav has.
Well, an important week coming up, and I wish you all the best tomorrow, and hopefully we take it to Plymouth on Saturday.
Cheers, Carl.